Hey everybody, this is 22 Tiger Dude here, and I'm here to review Hacksaw Ridge. So Hacksaw Ridge is directed by Mel Gibson. The film stars Andrew Garfield, Teresa Palmer, Hugo Weaving, Vince Vaughn, Luke Bracey, and Sam Worthington. The film is about this young man named Desmond Doss, played by Andrew Garfield. Desmond Doss has this belief that he never touches a gun, he doesn't believe in violence, he doesn't think violence is the answer. Desmond Doss does go out into the Battle of Okinawa with the others and helps them out, becomes the army medic. So Hacksaw Ridge is a film that I was actually very interested in. I really liked the trailer, and so I can definitely say after I saw Hacksaw Ridge, I was quite blown away by this film. Now, of course, starting off with the performances, Andrew Garfield is terrific in this role. I think he has a chance at the Oscars. I truly think he does. It would honestly be a shame if he doesn't, because I do think his performance is Oscar worthy. This is a man that was very hopeful. Despite everything this man went through, he still never felt the need to pretty much break his belief and use a gun. He never fired a bullet, and I thought Andrew Garfield did a very good job of bringing Desmond Doss to life. Teresa Palmer is also someone that I thought really gave a great performance, and I actually really like Teresa Palmer. I think she's one of the most underrated actresses working today. I just think she's a really good actress, and this film definitely proves it. She gives, honestly, one of the best, if not maybe even possibly the best performance in her entire career. I thought she was really great as Desmond Doss's love interest, Dorothy. I thought they had very cute interactions with each other, even though, yes, there is a little something I'm going to bring up later on in the film, but I still thought that they had very cute interactions with one another, and I thought Teresa Palmer just did a very good job. Someone that also blew me away was Hugo Weaving. Hugo Weaving gives another amazing performance. I'm so glad to see him in a film like this, because a film like this really makes him shine. And although it is a supporting role, he still was truly great in this film. Someone else that was also great is Sam Worthington. Sam Worthington, I thought, actually did a very good job in the film. I really enjoyed his portrayal in this film. Vince Vaughn, nice to see him in a role that, well, he's not in a comedy film, but surprisingly, even though he's in a war film, he still actually has funny moments. I was actually surprised by that. I thought he was going to be serious throughout, but there's actually some moments where, yes, he can be serious, but he can also be very funny. That's the thing. This film did have some very good sense of humor, I guess, to kind of line up the tone for when you do get to the more serious stuff. And I also actually did think, surprisingly, Luke Bracey was actually really damn good in this movie. As far as everyone else does go, they all give a great performance. They all do what they need to do to tell this very engaging and powerful story. And that's the next thing. The script for the movie is very well written, and it's thanks to how much they respect this true story, and they respect this man. And also, of course, the war scenes. Oh wow, the war scenes are so brutal. They look so realistic. When you see some of these wide shots during the war sequences, it is freaking insane. Mel Gibson wanted to show that war is not fun. War is a horrifying, traumatic experience. It's not something everyone wants to experience. The violence isn't there to be grotesque or anything. The violence actually does fit, because war in reality is brutal. It is violent, obviously. So how Mel Gibson used that brutal violence during the war sequences, I thought he captured the brutality and just the overall horror of war so well. And definitely when it comes to cinematography, it is truly groundbreaking. It has so many beautiful wide shots, and the sound mix in this film, my goodness, it is so impressive. When you hear the gun shoots, just anything that happens involving sound, it is truly, and I do mean it's truly remarkable. And something that I thought was interesting about this film is how they handled the religious beliefs. Now, some people that aren't exactly religious could find that very worrisome because of Desmond Doss having religious beliefs with this whole not using gun thing. I actually thought that was used very well. I felt like it was used in a way where it wasn't really shoving it down someone's throat. It actually did fit well because in reality, that's just how Desmond Doss felt. He is a very religious man, and I thought how they used the religious aspects in Hacksaw Ridge was honestly very well done. It's because of what this guy believed in religiously that it just got him through this haunting war. Now, personally, the only criticisms I do have with Hacksaw Ridge is that in the first act, like I said, I thought Andrew Garfield and Teresa Palmer, they actually did have cute interactions. I did still really like watching those scenes where the two of them are interacting. But I did feel like this whole romance thing was kind of out of place in terms of like the dialogue. I thought some of the dialogue in this film was very, very cheesy. And whenever the film would honestly go to scenes where it's Desmond and Dorothy, I wasn't sure if I was watching a cheesy romance film or if I was watching a war film directed by Mel Gibson, because when it came to those scenes, it didn't really feel like a Mel Gibson movie, if I have to be honest. And look, I like myself some cheesy romance movies. I'm not going to deny that. If you guys have followed me, you know that I'm actually good with a nice cheesy romance movie. I don't mind that stuff, but for a film like Hacksaw Ridge, it just felt out of place. And sure, there's a scene where they point out that yes, the stuff they say is cheesy and all, and that's cool that they're kind of self-aware about it, but it just felt very out of place in my opinion. There's this one scene, let's just say, when Desmond kisses Dorothy. That felt very random to me personally. I was just like, okay, that came out of nowhere. And also, I did think that the last 5 minutes of the movie was honestly rushed because I feel like they were kind of in a hurry to end this film, so they're all like, okay, let's just have the last 5 minutes be this whole entire montage. And then also, I felt like some of the stuff I would like to actually see in the film at the end of the movie, they just explain it, you know, with the usual text, like when they give you information about more of what happened at the end of the story. I would have liked to see it actually portrayed in film version, because I feel like the ending could have been more complete when it comes to Hacksaw Ridge. Like, for example, Desmond's brother, you really only see him in the beginning of this film and you don't really see him ever again. So it's all like, I would have liked the movie maybe to show us at the end where Desmond Doss's brother has been after the whole war thing. We could have seen Hugo Weaving again. We could have seen Teresa Palmer again. But overall, you guys, Hacksaw Ridge is an incredibly powerful war film. This is truly a great war film. It is one of the year's best in my opinion. Mel Gibson has done it again. He did a fantastic job directing this film. The performances are great. The war sequences are just haunting and brutal, but it works for a story like this, and it never felt grotesque. It felt so real and it fit for the storytelling. What Desmond Doss accomplished was truly remarkable. Hacksaw Ridge, it's a great film, and I'm gonna give it 3.5 out of 4 stars. So you guys, in the comments down below, let me know what you think about Hacksaw Ridge. This is 22 Tiger Dude here, and don't forget that I will always have Tiger Power.